Hello, I've come up here to meet Glenn, who is a maker of Japanese screens, another woodworker like myself. I want to talk to him about the problems that he has as a small businessman, self-employed, sometimes employing other people to help, the effect that it has on all of us having to struggle to make a go of life. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Morning, Glenn. Thank you very much. It's great to see your workshop. I'm really impressed. I want to come and work here.
Thank you.
as another woodworker. You've been here for how long?
Since about 2001.
And you've got all this gathered in that time?
It was hard work.
It just shows, doesn't it, that somebody with determination and a skill and a means to do it can be self-employed?
Yes.
Totally?
Yeah.
Do you employ other people?
Very occasionally.
That's a good way to do it. You don't get involved then in all the business of employment.
Yeah, there's a lot of regulations come into it when you start to employ someone.
Yes.
And with the regulations come finances as well.
I always say you've got to, once you've taken one person on, that's the toughest thing.
Yeah.
But it gets tougher, I can assure you, when you take on more.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So you're working here, outside Grantham. Is it better to be outside Grantham itself? Or could you just not find anywhere suitable in Grantham?
Well, the thing is, it's finding a premises big enough and proportionately inexpensive.
Expensive, yes.
You know, that is a difficulty, I think, with a lot of small businesses.
Yes.
Because we get the rates and the rent are just too much.
Horrendous.
You know, we cannot survive.
No.
You know, we do need something.
So this is giving you room to expand or contract as you want to.
Exactly.
Yes, and not too far from Grantham.
Yeah.
Where you live.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's only about 10 minutes.
Is it?
From my home to here.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's nice.
And you've got a nice snug workshop, haven't you?
Yeah, I like it. It's nice. My garage.
Well, some garage. You could fit a lot in here, couldn't you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I see you've got all the things that you need, like the dust extraction that you would have if you were employing somebody, which is very impressive.
Well, for me, safety is very important in health.
I'm pleased about that. We want to keep you safe.
So, you know, I do whatever I can, you know, with the machines, the guards, the extraction. Because occasionally I get somebody coming to give me a hand. Yeah. And it's my responsibility to take care of them as well.
Yes, if only they'd listen to you. Yeah. So you get your work through the internet, I think you said.
A lot of it through the internet.
Yes.
I also advertise through Trusted Trader.
Trusted Trader?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one, yes.
Yeah, Trusted Trader, where you just put in your postcode and you find people.
So what do you
locally.
advertise yourself as?
Shades of Japan.
Shades of Japan.
That is
the name of your company?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I'll have to go and look it up. So, how long have you lived in Grantham?
I moved to Grantham in 1978.
As a baby?
Yeah. I met my wife in 77 and I moved to Grantham. She was originally from Grantham. Ah. And we got married in 1981.
Yeah, so. That was good. That was good. When you were still in the forces? No,
I joined the forces in 83. Oh. So shortly after we got married,
you were off on. I
was off, and it didn't go down too well.
No. But you've got a family, so that's all right. Yeah. Yes, distance makes the heart grow fonder, doesn't it? Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes. So did you have to travel around a lot?
Yeah, I did.
And with your wife?
No. My wife stayed. I just did what I needed to do.
Yes, yeah. Interesting. So then you came out of the forces with all the discipline that had and set up your own business, which is very impressive.
Yeah, well, I worked for insurance companies when I came out for a while.
You know it from all sorts of angles then, don't you?
Well, for me, everything was a good experience.
Yes.
You know, being in the forces taught me the discipline. Working for the insurance companies taught me the marketing skills I needed, the communication skills.
Yes.
So everything I've done in my life is helping me today to be where I am.
And has Grantham been affected? We all know that there is an overpopulation in this country now.
Yeah.
Has Grantham been affected the same way?
Absolutely. They're building a lot of new estates, you know, but then the question arises, it's okay to do that, provide accommodation and living space for these people.
But where do they work?
Where do they work? Where do they go to? Kids go to school?
And the health service?
Everything. We're stretched on all our other resources.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all accept that there've got to be more housing because we've now got this big population, but it does need to be done, ideally, not on green land either, does it?
Ideally, no.
I think we've got to stretch it a bit, but I think it's got to be done but I mean, what is it? 8,000 houses going to be built in Grantham in the next few years?
I mean, it's a great idea.
Yes.
But the infrastructure to support that is not there.
And the roads are a nightmare, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's something else.
I mean, we've avoided coming here today, actually going through the middle of Grantham, because we wanted to get here on time. Now, roads and time are connected. When they decide they're going to build a road, they put in mile hours as to whether it is economic. Right. So Grantham's desperate, isn't it, to get it sorted?
Yeah. It's a strange town. You know, to get from one end to the other, you have to go through the middle.
Yes. It's very confusing.
Yeah. There is just no way around it. And there's a bottleneck every morning, every evening.
Yes.
If you're going to Nottingham,
it's a bottleneck.
There's a bottleneck.
If you're going outside,
to Lincoln, it's a bottleneck.
Yes.
You know, if you go the other way, it's just crazy.
I thought that the houses they were going to put up were going to solve some of those problems by building up new roads, but it does seem a very strange way that they're going to put a bridge, what I call the south side of Grantham, over a very wide bit. Wouldn't it be better if they put it a bit further down, or is that too simple?
I haven't seen the plans for it, so I couldn't really comment on that.
No. And so the people who've come in have affected the town. Now, why are there so many empty shops if there are all these extra people have come in?
I think the extra shops is
the empty shops. Yes.
You know, I think a lot of that is due basically to the rate and the rent.
Yes.
You know, we looked about 5 years ago at opening up a separate kind of business. You know, I love jazz and blues.
Oh, do you?
I did a lot of charity events.
Did you?
To raise funds for Help for Heroes and cancer.
I put that in my diary. I know now who to come to.
So, you know, we did a lot of work with that.
Yes.
And we thought a jazz and blues club in the town would be fantastic.
Absolutely.
We saw 2 premises, but when we did the business plan and looked at the rates and the rent, we just could not go ahead with it. And that building then stood empty for the next 3 years.
Yes. It's loopy, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there are ways around it, you know, where you've got all this empty property and there are people who want to take it on. Why doesn't the landlord and the council get together, make a deal, see how the business develops, and as they make money, as they start to improve, is to take a percentage of rate and rents and in proportion to what they're making,
the turnover,
which gives them a chance to be established.
And that would also encourage other businesses to come alongside and more businesses alongside. Yes.
And I don't think that's a difficult solution.
No, it isn't. I gather there are places in America where the landlord charges based on turnover.
Really?
So it's in his interest to get other people in the shops next door who have also, because more people come in. What's the old adage? If you want to open a grocer's shop, open it next to a grocer's shop. Yeah.
But it's such a simple idea.
Yes.
It's not rocket science. Why don't these people just do that?
Do it. Yes. Yes. Very good idea. Very good idea. Yes.
But it gives everybody a start.
Yes. Yeah. So you're, I think, possibly thinking of standing for council?
I'd love to. Yeah.
I think you'd be very good.
I've been in this town since 1980. I did a short spell at school and those kids still keep in touch. So I know a lot of people in this town and a lot of people are frustrated.
Yes, yes.
You know, I go out a couple of nights a week, I play pool. So I know a lot of people in this town.
Does your wife ever see you?
She does. No, she's busy too.
Yes,
we kind of cross over sometimes.
Yeah, it's probably what keeps it going. Yeah,
I think so. That's the best way. So I know a lot of people in this town, and everywhere I go, it's the same complaints every night.
Yes.
You know.
So the main complaints being
the state of the country.
Yes.
The economy, the immigration.
Health service.
A health service.
Tell me about the hospital in Grantham. There seems to be an idea that they're going to close it or move part of it to Lincoln, but you've got an expanding population.
It doesn't add up. It just doesn't seem to make sense.
No.
You know, that's something else. You know, it's all down to money at the end of the day.
Yes.
You know.
But in the end, you're going to have to spend more money if you have to bring it back again. Yes. I mean, I do know that the health service are going to have sort of centres of excellence. So if you have a heart problem, you go to Addenbrooke's or somewhere. I can understand that, but there's a huge amount in between.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just crazy.
And then we're supposed to not travel, but yes, yet we have to get an ambulance to come from Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are on the A1.
Right.
Right central. It's a very busy highway. If there's any accidents on there,
absolutely,
we are the easiest people to access than to go to Lincoln.
Yes. Yes, it's a long way up to Lincoln.
You know, you're going around the back roads, across country. We are here, right on the A1.
Yeah. Yeah, you've still got very good schools in Grantham, haven't you?
We've got some excellent schools.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that's a plus. That should be a thing that should be encouraging. Grantham should be really pushing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a lot going for us.
Yes, yes.
You know, it's a fantastic town.
Yes. Well, when we were in doing the market stall the other day, what you were saying was what lots of people said, much the same thing.
Yeah.
Perhaps not so articulately as you. So you decided to join UKIP. Why?
Because it was the same thing, you know. The other two parties have been in and out and in and out, and nothing has changed. We're still where we were when I first came to this country in 1977.
Yes. Although worse, I'm told, a lot of people who come over here have been appalled by the fact they've lived abroad and they've come back and they said, what's happened to the country?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But, you know, the general public out there know what's wrong with the country.
Yes.
But they only had a choice of two.
Quite.
I think a lot of it was flip a coin and pick a party.
If they were going to vote at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and as a result, apathy set in with a lot of people because it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this was the first time since I've been here I've joined a political party.
Me too. Yes, I've never joined anything else.
My friends didn't take me seriously. They said,
really?
Are you serious? I said, yeah, here's my card. Yeah. And then when
I hope your friends are now coming with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But when the Euro elections came out and the results came out.
Yeah. Yes. It's been fantastic, hasn't it?
I went back and I said to them, what did I tell you?
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's the change. There is an alternative than the normal change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Glenn, how long ago did you come to this country?
Well, I arrived here in 1977.
With your family?
With my mum, my brother and my sister.
Right.
My dad had to come here in advance and get a job and find a house before we were allowed to come
in. Although he was Anglo-Indian.
Yeah.
The whole family?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he had a right to be here?
He had a right. His great-grandfather was British during the war in India, and it's very complicated.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
But he was Franklin Wilkins. On my grandfather's side, he was Dutch-German, because the Dutch were also trading in India. So I've got a German surname.
You've got really, yes, wonderful, yes, mix.
So a whole mixture.
Yes. And was there a problem when you first came over as a family?
Yeah, in India, as Anglo-Indians, we were considered to be white.
Right.
You know, English was my first language. I went to a boarding school. You know, I owned music, English music and stuff.
Wow.
So back in India, we were white. And then I came to England and suddenly realised...
Did you weren't?
I'm not white.
How amazing, yes.
So that was a big shock at 21.
Yes.
You know, to take a step back and start looking at your life again. But once I got that in my head that, okay, I carried on.
Yes.
Now, I've lived in Grantham since 1979. I've never had a problem when I go out.
No.
I know lots of people and they take me for who I am because I'm not married to an English girl.
And you're not defensive?
No.
No, I think that's when some of the problems come. But in your opinion, you've got on because you came to a country that you were going to make your home.
Exactly.
So you were going to fit in with everything to do with this country.
Yeah.
Yes.
I married a lovely English girl. My family in Sheffield, some of my family in Sheffield did not talk to me for a long time.
Why? Because you married her?
First of all, I married an English girl.
Oh, outrageous.
I was Roman Catholic.
Right.
So there were issues because she was divorced.
Oh, more problems.
So I just do my own thing.
Yes.
If I feel it's right, I do it. And they also said that I'd come to England and changed.
Well, you would do, wouldn't you?
That's why we all came to England.
Here. Yes. You didn't want to come here and just bring all India with you.
No.
No.
You know, so if that's what you want to do, why didn't you stay in India?
Yes.
Which is my argument today. You know, I don't have a problem with immigration.
No.
You know,
no,
I'm an immigrant.
No.
But when you come here...
Because their skills are fantastic, some of them.
Respect.
Yes, respect.
Respect this country.
Yes.
It's like you having a guest in your home and coming back from work in the evening and find all your furniture is rearranged.
Yes, yes. That's a very good way. Yes.
You know.
You don't do that, do you?
No, you don't.
No.
You respect...
where you're staying.
You know, even though I'm now British and I have a British passport, I still feel an honour that this country has given me the opportunity to make my life here.
Yes. Yeah, it's lovely hearing it from somebody who's come here, who's made their own lives here, made your own family here, and feel part of it. Without, you don't even think about it, do you? No. You're just an Englishman like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
so what do you think about Scotland? It's tomorrow, isn't it? The great referendum.
Oh, that's a tough one to call.
Yes.
To be honest, I really don't know.
No,
it's one of those subjects that it's very hard to debate.
Very emotive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
But what I don't understand is nowhere it says very clearly what's happening. What does England have to benefit if Scotland leave? And what do we have to lose if they stay or something like that?
Yes.
It's the other way around as well.
But this side in England haven't told any of us, or the Scots, the benefit of staying with us.
Well,
that's the thing I can't understand.
Thank you. I haven't seen that anywhere,
no.
And I thought I missed something here.
No, I can't see. They haven't said, look, we really need you to stay because together, not just we're stronger. That's all too vague, isn't it?
Everything's been vague.
I mean, the Scots, we know, are very money savvy.
Yeah.
They want to know what the benefit is, and they haven't done it. They've allowed the emotive to go on, and they thought about it too late. London thought, oh, little people out in Scotland, let them go, they'll vote the right way, and then we can forget about it. Oh, suddenly. And now what they're offering them, I think we all want some of, don't we?
Exactly.
If they're going to have their health service guaranteed, we want our health service guaranteed.
Is what I said. You're subsidising their health service and you're closing our hospitals down the road.
Yes. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So where's the benefit? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Well, it's unforeseen consequences again, isn't it? It's yet another U-turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Well, like I said, we're hoping the people out here now know
where
things are not right.
Yeah.
You know, with the results from the European elections, made a lot of people sit up and take notice.
Yes. And people are now, I mean, when we were doing that stall in Grantham, when we did the stall in Stamford, people were coming up and taking leaflets and saying, oh, thank God there's somebody else coming along, somebody with some common sense. It's nothing to do with immigration now. Yes, I think out of EU, because I think people realise the only way we can really benefit is to come out of the EU.
Yeah, like I said, there's no problem with immigration.
No.
You know?
No. Well, especially if it's controlled. I do think
it does need control.
We do want control. Yeah. We're getting too many people. Rather, like you say, you have a party, you ask the number of people into your house that can fit. You don't ask 3 times the amount in before you've built a bit extra. But also the health service, I do think that maybe people coming to this country like we have to when we go out, we have to take insurance.
Yes.
And they don't get the benefits until they've worked.
Yeah, I think the bottom line is we have been too soft.
That's an understatement.
Yeah,
I think that's been designed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too soft, too politically correct.
Yes.
You know, what are you afraid of?
If Americans can stop people coming in and control it, Australia does. Why didn't we? Because we're part of Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we sold ourselves. Yeah. Anyway, we better not get into deep politics now, have we?
No, that's great.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much for doing this interview and talking to me.
You're very welcome. Thank you
and I do hope you'll come down and see our workshop sometime.
I certainly will.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Thanks. Well, Glenn, that was really interesting. I really enjoyed seeing your workshop. It was very interesting, but I better not keep you from your work.
Thank you so much for coming. We'll catch up
Sorry to have taken up so much of your time.
No problem.
Thanks a lot. See you soon.
Take care. Okay, cheers. Bye.
Bye. Well, that was a fantastic morning. I really enjoyed seeing Glenn's workshop, talking to him, finding out some of his problems and his solutions. Great. A very good day.